What does a pressure gauge on a pool filter do? I mean, you've seen the thing, but you don't actually know what you're supposed to be using it for. And the shortest possible answer is this is the mechanism that allows you to know when it's time to clean your filter. So, the reason why you have to have that, and we don't use a generic number like clean your filter when it's 26 psi, we can't do that because every single swimming pool is unique. If I built a pool in your yard and your neighbor's yard, even the small differences, like his pump room was 10 feet further away, or your pump pad is 1 foot further above water level than his. These things are going to change the resistance to flow, the number of fittings that I needed to use when I built the PVC system. So that's why pools are unique. And that's not even taking into account differences in equipment, like different manufacturers or different sizes of pumps, or maybe one pool is a sand filter and one is a cartridge filter or a DE filter, one is a heater, one doesn't. So all of these things would make your pressure, the pressure that your pool operates at, unique to you. It's not a number that you can look up. Nobody can tell you what yours is supposed to be. So in comes the pressure gauge on your filter. So when you first start up your system, your filter is perfectly clean, either because it's brand new or because you've just finished cleaning it. You start up your pool pump. If it's a single speed, you just prime it and run it. If it's a variable speed, you turn it to the maximum speed that you normally would operate your pool pump at, and you regard the pressure on the pressure gauge on the filter. It's going to be in PSI, and the normal operational range for pool equipment is 0 to 30 PSI. So what should your number be? Well, it should be 0 to 30 psi, with the general note that lower is better. Lower indicates better, higher efficiency. Higher pressure indicates more resistance to flow, so the system's working a little bit harder, which indicates inefficiency, or not necessarily inefficiency. It could be a more robust plumbing system, more pipes, more features, more pressure, higher horsepower pumps, that kind of thing. So you start your system, you look at your pressure gauge. I'm going to pick a number here, and we're going to say that in this instance, your pressure is 10 psi. Your filter is brand new or just been cleaned. We started up your system, it's all primed up, everything's running, all the valves are in the normal operational position, and you have achieved 10 psi. So, what's important here? You need to know that as that pressure increases, this is your indication to clean the filters. The exact number that you should allow that pressure to rise before you clean your filter will depend on a few things: who you're asking, the kind of filter you have, whether you are a proactive person or whether you like to, slack and leave things to the last minute. But the general rule of thumb is that 5 to 7 psi above your clean operational pressure is the point at which you clean your filter. And I will add the note to that you can also go earlier than that. So if we started at 10, that means when we are at 15 to 17 psi, we must clean the filter. But at 12 or 13 or 14, it's totally fine. You can go ahead. The only damage, the only negative here is your time involvement to do this maintenance. But otherwise, it does nothing but benefit your system and help to eliminate some inefficiency that gets introduced when your filter is getting really dirty. So you use your clean operational pressure as your starting point, and then 5 to 7 psi above that is when you know it's time to clean your pool filter. If you found this information helpful, please be sure to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And you can check out my website, swimmingpoolsteve.com.